Communications and Works Minister Mark Vanterpool says government is working on assisting 2 property owners with the reconstruction of their retaining walls. This comes in response to concerns about a retaining wall at a home in George's north side that collapsed in May when a weather system brought heavy rains. Minister Vanterpool says there is a risk of further land slippage, and engineers are cautious in their approach to have the wall rebuilt and the road cleared.
It's a private wall, as you know. It fell down in the road in the last major rains we had. It's a wall that's in the road where the engineers are concerned about moving it until they can have a plan to replace it. Because if you move it from the road, they believe that there'll be more slippage of the soil. So while the residents there on the lower end are having some difficulties getting to and from their homes, especially in cars, we made a pathway for them to walk. But the engineers suggest that we don't move the wall that's in the road until we are ready to replace the wall, and so it can be done at the same time for the concern they have about further slippage, which may actually affect the house. So I have seen some engineering drawings that the owner of the house had commissioned, and they're working with Public Works to get them approved. Once that is done, we're expecting that the owner of the house will begin the project as quickly as possible. I know that there's an application going through to the disaster fund to help to assist in what has happened, and I believe that will be looked at favorably at some point, and so that we can get moving on that.
The collapse of the retaining wall in George's north side area forced the relocation of 12 persons from 2 neighboring houses. The structural collapse prompted the Department of Disaster Management Director Charlene Dabrio to have immediate consultation with Chief Planner in the Town and Country Planning Department, Gregory Adams, and the Director of the Public Works Department, Jeffrey Skelton. Meanwhile, the Communications and Works Minister says government is anxious to help another resident rebuild a retaining wall in the 3rd District.
A contract was signed before. There's some technical issues with the contract and the contractor, which we're trying to sort out. But once that's done, we're prepared to build the wall. But there's some technical issues that are being sorted out with the contractor and so on down there. We've been trying to sort it out for a while now, and we anxiously want to fix the wall.
Chief Planner Gregory Adams has advised against using rock walls as retaining structures. He said rock walls can be used for landscaping purposes and should not exceed 6 feet in height. He further advised that concrete retaining structures should be designed and supervised by a qualified engineer.